everybody, it's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path, and welcome to another indie author book review. So I've got two different kinds of book reviews going on my channel now. I've got early morning book reviews, which is normally when I read, when I review just like my gothics and my silly stuff that I'm reading and everything like that. But then I've started doing indie author book reviews because I really want to give those indie authors a boost. I myself am an indie author and I'm really trying to give them a boost. So this one, I've got a really good one, and it's called Never Sleep Again. And it's by Jeff Provine, and I'm going to read this to you here, so listen up. He's an English professor who loves a spooky story. Even growing up on a land-run farm in the Great Plains, there were tales of cryptids and ghostly pioneers. In 2009, Jeff began gathering folklore in his home state of Oklahoma, leading to several published collections with walking tours of local ghost stories. Whenever traveling, he seeks out tours on the stranger side and keeps a pile of notebooks to record experiences. In addition to spooky stories, Jeff writes comics for the Okie Comics and the Academy Strip, alternative history on This Day in Alternative History, and speculative fiction. So he's a talented guy. So if you, and this is so new, that when you go to Amazon or you go to Goodreads, it's not even listed yet. This is so new. I've got a couple of things I think about it. The first thing is I really wish he would have signed it. And I'm going to ask all of my indie authors from now on to please sign the book so that when you become rich and famous, or if you're already rich and famous, then I will have a signed copy. But this one was a bunch of short stories, and they're very short stories. They're almost like flash fiction. Have you guys ever heard of flash fiction? I mean, there may be 2 or 3 pages at the most, but what he does is he sets up the story, and then at the very end, he gives you the gotcha. And they're good. They're really good gotchas. They're really good. I'm giving it a 4.7 out of a 5, and that's simply because the artwork, okay, if you look at this piece of artwork here, that's a great piece of artwork, but it's not that clear. It's a little fuzzy. But if you look at this one, that's very clear, that piece of artwork. And I just thought that the artwork in some places could have been a little bit sharper, because there's artwork with every single story that I guess Jeff has done. It doesn't give credit to anybody but Jeff. But like this one, it's pretty clear. But then there's another one in here that I was like, it could have been a little clearer. This one. But it's pretty spooky, isn't it? Anyway, the stories themselves are wonderful. They're mostly geared towards a younger audience. I don't know that an older audience would appreciate it as much as a younger audience would. They're almost like creepypastas. Like, I don't know if you guys know what creepypastas are. I myself do not exactly know what a creepypasta is, but my rough understanding of what it is that it's like something you find on an internet that's like a short story, and it's like if you watch it then something bad might happen to you and everything like that. That was the sense I got from reading several of these stories, was he really has that tendency to make you feel like something's gonna pop out from under the bed at any moment. And it was great. It was great fun. I loved reading it. I thought it was fantastic. I thought the stories were great. And I loved this part. At the back, each of the stories has a little, on his notes and sources, each of the stories has a little kind of bio of how he came up with the story. And I thought that was fascinating. I just thought that was the coolest thing. I thought it was wonderful. Anyway, 4.7 out of 5 stars. I can't get on Goodreads yet and give it a Goodreads review because I don't think it's posted there yet. Jeff, I was so impressed. I loved it. The stories, like I said, are very short. They're not very long. They're all creepy. They're all fun. And I don't know, 2 thumbs up. This guy, and if you look on Amazon or Goodreads, he's got a bunch of Haunted Oklahoma, Haunted Shawnee, Haunted Norman, different places like that. And don't you love those? I love those books. Every time I go to one of those places, I buy those books. And I didn't know that I was going to one day get to review a book by the author of those books. So I'm absolutely thrilled. So anyway, that is my review of Never Sleep Again. And go ahead and dive right in there and pick it up. Like I said, it's so new I couldn't find it on Goodreads or Amazon, but I'm sure you guys can. You may be more technically savvy than I am. But anyway, that's my indie review of Jeff Provine, Never Sleep Again. Thank you, Jeff, for letting me review your book, and I will check you later.